And welcome to Combat Sports Breakdown. Let's get it. All right, got my co-host Cole with me. What it do?
What's good, bro?
All right, man. So we were just talking about the Paul Felder retirement thing, and you know it's cool as fuck that he did it the way he did. But he was saying that he doesn't like how people hold up the division. So he was trying to get fights to move up the ladder, and nobody would take the fight. So that's what fucked it for him.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, still, I don't know. Called it when he did. If he didn't feel it anymore, he didn't feel it, you know?
Well, that's the smart thing he did. He got out when he wasn't really into it anymore, and then he also figured out that he's still got a really good career ahead of him commentating and also fucking, like, podcasting. He wanted to be an actor. He's already been in a couple movies and TV shows and shit. So he was talking to actually Michael Bisping about how he beat him out in a role for a TV show.
Oh, yeah.
How Michael Bisping thought he was a shoo-in for it because they wanted a British MMA fighter, and he was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm the only one, like, especially the only one with a world title, you know? Like,
straight up.
There's nobody better than me for this role.
Yeah, that's comedy.
They're like, oh, we need him to have a scar and, you know, all this crazy shit, and then of course he gets a call later like, oh, why didn't I get it? And he's like, oh, they gave it to another guy. And they're like, well, was he a British MMA fighter? And they're like, well, he was an MMA fighter. And they're like, well, what the fuck, dude? So
that's comedy.
Then he found out it was Paul Felder, and he was totally cool with it because Paul's a totally cool guy. But I guess Paul went to school for that shit. Like, he already went to school to be an actor and
that's
all
right.
that shit. So
yeah.
I didn't really know that, but apparently we'll be seeing him in some TV shows and movies pretty soon.
Yeah, that dude was like talking about it on the Ariel Helwani show.
Yeah, he was on there too.
He was saying he has some role coming up, which is sick. I mean, hey, Paul Felder gets in any movies, I'll probably be watching it.
Oh, most definitely. The next thing that we're going to address is the fact that Jake Paul signed with Showtime.
Oh, that's pretty sick, man.
The dope thing about this is we're going to see him fight real fighters. Now, they're not going to be huge names. We're not going to see him in any title fights for probably 3 years, 4 years maybe. But we're going to see him fight a bunch of real boxers. Pros that have been in this for years, did the whole amateur circuit. So he gets to skip that thanks to his celebrity. But now he's going to fight real boxers. So we get to gauge what's going to happen.
I mean, he deserves it, man. Like, I mean, he's proven that he's legit, you know? I mean, each win he's had has been a TKO, so.
Well, yeah, but he fought two people that didn't really want to fight, you know? So that's the thing that we're not really sure about. But what is cool is that everybody was trying to talk shit like, oh, he don't want to fight, but look what he's doing.
No,
now
straight
everybody
up.
can stop talking shit because he signed with a company that's not really caring about his name.
Yeah.
They actually want to make more by seeing him lose once. You know?
Straight up, man. Straight up.
The fact that people want to see him lose makes it to the point where Showtime knows people are going to tune in. It's the Floyd Mayweather effect.
Yeah.
We all want to see him get that goose egg turned into a one.
Yeah. Showtime made the best move, bro.
That's facts. And Brendan Schaub highlights this too. He talks about how Showtime don't play the bullshit. You know, he's on their inside little circle. He's signed by Showtime. His show's run by Showtime.
Yeah.
So he's in the Showtime web. You know, he's caught by that spider for sure.
No, I got you.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, they're paying his bills and that's cool. If they want to pay mine, you know, hit me up, Showtime. But I just can't believe that. You know, we're sitting here talking about Jake Paul for months and months and months about how he don't want to fight, and now that he's signed with Showtime, everybody went silent.
Yeah, I know, for real. That's comedy.
How about we give him the credit, you know?
Yeah,
Homeboy signed with a real company. Like,
straight up.
Legit.
Good
Props
for
to
him,
Jake
man.
Paul.
Yeah.
Hope you get some good fights and make some money, you know? Let's do it now.
Hey, it's pretty sick that him and his brother got a cool training facility in
Costa Rica?
Yeah.
The whole thing is they're there because they got federal charges in America pending against them. So they went somewhere where they can't be extradited.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one of them has like gun charges, and the other one's like being considered like a racketeering thing, and like they got legal issues, bro.
Yeah, some dumb shit.
But whatever, you know, it is what it is. They're still making money. They're still out there doing shit, and I haven't seen them do anything illegal. It's not like I know them for that. You know, we know them as YouTube and Disney kids, so whatever.
Yeah, no, I got you.
So the next thing we got to address is the fact that Colby's talking shit about the Ultimate Fighter. And the
Bro.
thing that sucks about that is like the Ultimate Fighters made so many careers, bro. Fucking, we're talking Jens Pulver, fucking Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner, fucking Kamaru Usman, fucking. The list goes on and on and on, bro.
Wasn't Cody Garbrandt on there?
Yes, Cody
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
He was on there as a fighter and then on there as a coach.
Yeah.
Same with TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah,
on there as
bro.
a fighter, on there as a coach. Guess who else was an Ultimate Fighter champ? Bisping.
Yeah, that's right.
Guess who else was on the Ultimate Fighter? Brendan Schaub.
Yeah.
Everyone, bro.
Wasn't Conor McGregor on there?
I think he was on there as a coach. He came over from Cage Warriors, I believe.
Okay.
He was their two division champ over there. He had the 145, 155 over there.
Yeah.
And then he got the UFC chance. You know what's cool is, just to touch on that real quick, is Conor fucking... He was talking about, you know, he can't wait to fight for the UFC and make real money. And then he goes and fights for the UFC, wins the $50,000 bonus, and then comes out to the press conference and talks about how the day before he was standing in line for welfare.
Yeah, that's just crazy, man.
He was like, I cannot believe this. Like, just the other day, I was standing in line at the welfare office getting food given to me because I couldn't afford to buy it.
Yeah, that's just crazy, man. That dude, Connor, hey, hard work pays off, dude. That dude straight freaking worked his tail off to get to where he is today, bro. I mean, the fact that he was named like the number one, richest dude or whatever in the world athlete for the year is sick, man. Like, and good for him.
You know, most of that's from him selling his whiskey company, but the other crazy part is the fact that he made that name off of himself to be able to do that through the UFC.
Yeah, straight up.
You know, the people try and say like, oh, the UFC don't create stars like other sports do. It's like, well, they have one.
Yeah.
And, you know, if we have one, we could do it again.
Yeah.
So be ready for the next big star because, you know, Conor's just the first one.
Yeah.
You know, remember the years when Floyd was at the top of the list? It's been every year since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everyone can just kind of chill on Conor for a minute, give him his props, and wait for the next big star. But the fact that Colby's talking shit about the Ultimate Fighter made Brian Ortega and Volkanovski both clap back at him.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Ortega and Alex Volkanovski might be friends after they fight because of this shit. Like, this is getting crazy.
Yeah. Hey, well, first off, you know, that dude Alexander Volkanovski said some savage stuff, bro. That was lit, man.
Ortega too. They both called him a bitch.
Yeah,
like straight out.
He called him a little bitch. That was comedy.
They both told him that he's ducking fights, you know. And when push comes to shove, he's all butthurt because he didn't get the Usman fight last time. That shit's gonna have to go, bro. You gotta fight.
No, straight up, bro.
I was telling you before we hit record earlier is that you know, when he missed out on that fight, it really showed that he missed the boat on all the fights in his division because everybody immediately got tied up and paired up after that.
Yeah, that's so true, man. Like, it's super true.
So he would have had to fight someone probably outside of the top 10, and that's just not gonna happen for Colby. You know.
That's not fair for that fighter, bro. Because Colby would straight whoop his ass, bro. Like,
yeah,
it wouldn't be fair.
It's not safe. And, you know, shout out to Chael for pointing that out. Is like, Dana White has a responsibility of putting fighters in there against people they can defend themselves against. You know, we put John Jones in there against, let's just pick a name like Ben Rothwell as a heavyweight. You know, Ben Rothwell, he's a big dude, but John Jones will beat the brakes off of that guy.
Straight up, bro.
Like, he is so much technically better, and, you know, wrestling or not, like, John Jones will hurt someone.
Yeah. I mean, the only fight that, in my opinion, the only fight that was, like, on card fair, but, like, wasn't, was that Max Holloway Cater fight, bro.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
That dude, Max, just straight pieced that dude up all fight, bro.
So, do you remember watching Giga Chikadze fight a couple weeks ago? He was the dude that kicked who did he fight? I can't remember who he fought off the top of my head, but he kicked dude in the liver, and it was like a 17-second fight. It was just a liver kick, and it was done. He called it the Giga kick.
Yeah, I think we were talking about that when it happened.
Yeah, so he called out Calvin Kattar. You know, he said, "Hey, I heard you were talking in an interview saying you were ready to get back, so let's get back in there." You know.
Yeah, that would be sick. That would be cool.
He was saying how he's 6-0 in the UFC, and he struggles to get people to fight him. Everybody acts like they don't know who he is, but he's in the top 10.
Yeah, I
Like,
got you,
Giga
bro.
Chikadze is a savage, and honestly, he's my dark horse in this division.
Yeah,
He's the 145er that might just break everybody's heart.
yeah, no, I feel that, bro.
He's got the technical skills to beat everybody. He's really strong. I don't really see Max having like this superior advantage. He's not bigger than him, you know. Giga's a big 145er too.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't know how Calvin is gonna come back after getting beat up like that, bro.
yeah, I don't know if he's ready for someone like Giga yet. I think he might need to come back and get someone who's more wrestling heavy and just get someone who's not going to pummel the crap out of his head and get back in there and do his body right, you know?
Yeah, cause honestly, Max took that dude's soul, bro. I don't care what anybody says. That fool's soul was taken that night.
Yeah, he took a piece of him with him.
Yeah,
For sure. He left that arena that night with a piece of Calvin Kattar.
yeah,
Like, that's no joke. And I think everybody who watched that fight understands and relates to that, you know?
yeah. Straight up.
So Michael Chandler calls out Justin Gaethje and says, if Eddie Alvarez can beat Justin Gaethje, then I definitely can. And you know what Eddie's response was to that? He says, good luck, bro. Justin Gaethje's a tornado of fists and kicks.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, bro, as much as I think Chandler is like cool and stuff, bro, like I think that's a terrible matchup for him, bro.
Well, it's the exact same person fighting the exact same person. They have the same style. It's just who's better at it. And I think Justin Gaethje's just right now fighting at a higher level than Chandler is. I think
Agreed.
Chandler coming off that loss might not be ready for it. But, you know, everybody could say the same about Gaethje. His last fight was Khabib.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like Khabib's way better than Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, but
No
Khabib took a
disrespect.
piece of Gaethje that night.
That's facts though. That's
He
straight
choked
facts.
him to sleep and
Yeah.
could have broke his arm right in front of his mom and dad, bro.
Yeah,
Like, they were the only people sitting there watching.
Yeah, that's facts though, bro. Agreed.
So it's hard to really say that that's a bad matchup in any way, shape, or form. They're both mentally in the same spot. The way I see it, though, is, you know, a lot of people don't understand. Michael Chandler's won Bellator's $1 million tournament. He's been a world champion. He's been a multi-time defending world champion. He's got a couple $1 million in the bank.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
So it's no harm, no foul if you don't like Michael Chandler. He's still going to be all right, guys.
Yeah,
You can root for Justin Gaethje and it be okay. Like,
Yeah.
You don't have to root for Michael Chandler, but you also don't have to dislike him. He's a likable guy. It's okay to like him and root against him, too.
he really is, bro. It's his story, low-key, be hitting home to me because he has an adopted son, so that's pretty sick, bro.
Yeah, I
Like-
touched on that in a prior episode, how, you know, it's really unique, the circumstance that he put this child in. You know, he saw someone who needed some uplifting and uplifted, you know, and if I could do the same, I definitely would. You know,
Yeah.
you've definitely changed my opinion on adoption. Not that I thought down on it. I always thought it was just something I would do, is like have my own kids. And the fact that I do is cool, but I also feel like it's something I would love to do if I could, is adopt and bring someone
Yeah.
into my life and help them and bless someone like that. You know, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is, bro. Yeah.
And the fact that he adopted a child of color, like, oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
You just changed someone's life in a way that they don't quite understand yet. You know,
Yeah, no, that's true, bro. That's true.
You know, me growing up Jewish, most people just see me as a white kid until they realize, like, well, I'm not even white enough to be white. You know,
Yeah.
Like, it's this
No.
weird middle ground. You know, I'm hated by whites, I'm hated by blacks, I'm hated by Mexicans. You know, but then you find all these groups of people like inside that are like, oh yeah, hate's kind of lame. You know.
Yeah.
So then
yeah.
you realize, oh, these race barriers aren't really that big of a deal, but like they exist.
Yeah, seriously.
And Michael Chandler helps somebody who doesn't even understand race barriers yet, and that's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing, man. Awesome.
So, like
bro.
I said, it's okay to like the guy. You don't have to root for him, but you can still like him.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You don't have to root against him either. You know, it's
No,
this
for
crazy
real.
thing. Like, I like Michael Chandler, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna root for him over Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I like Justin Gaethje. Like, that's what I like. I like
Yeah.
him. You know.
Yeah, for real, bro. For real.
So here's the thing that we need to talk about before we can have too much fun is TJ Dillashaw is a fucking cheater, dude. This fool with the steroids, okay? Gets caught with the EPO, which, you know, if you get caught with
Fucking
EPO in this sport, it's it's like top notch. It's the highest of the high when it comes to recovery. Like, it'll help you recover and be able to train more, and fucking you could cut and then take EPO and still have all the nutrients, and like, you're not really doing it.
Yeah, he's a fucking lame, bro.
And guess what?
Sorry, but
His coach sent fighters to Corey Sandhagen's open workout to record his training.
that's crazy.
Yeah, Dwayne Ludwig.